Hey everybody, Ammo here with Free-to-Play Fun, a series where I take a look at free-to-play games, see if they're worth your attention, and we're looking at Relic Hunters Zero, a game by Mark Venturelli, I believe his name is. He's the man behind Chroma Squad, which is another relatively recent game, got some pretty good praise, like tactical, team-based, turn-based game. And Relic Hunters Zero is, I would compare it most to Nuclear Throne. It's like an arcadey shooter, very similar styles, fast-paced. He describes it as a fast-paced, smooth, tactical combat game. I think that's mostly correct. It's also open source, is a big deal. It's also open source games. So just run right in. You have a variety of characters. One complaint is that these characters are not easy to unlock. I've beaten the game. Went through the whole game. I've unlocked 0 characters. I wouldn't say they're not easy to unlock, but I feel like if I go through the game and beat it casually, can I at least get one character unlocked? And you have Jimmy and I forget her name. This girl. Yeah, he starts with a pistol. She starts with her punchies, but you have a melee attack anyway, even without the punchy. Like, you have a melee regardless. So I'm not sure. I mean, I don't really play with her because I'm like, well, I already have a melee attack even without the sprints. She has a little more health though. Jimmy has more shield, and you start off in this little hub area where you can pick up weapons you've collected. So this high mag is like a high level weapon that I've bought before, but I can just pick it up now because if you buy stuff in the shop, it has kind of roguelike-ish feel where when you go through, you unlock these artifacts to give you bonuses. You also unlock. Oh, do you want regenerate ammo or more ammo? I think regenerate ammo. The dev potion, cup of coffee. But yeah, so you unlock your weapons and you unlock ammo that you buy in the shop with your bounty. This purple star is your currency, and when you buy it in the shop, it becomes permanently unlocked for you to pick up whenever in the starting area, and also when you go back to the shop, you can pick it up again. There are 4 stages, and then the final boss, and that's it. So it's not like really roguelite-ish because the stages are the same. There's some randomization, I believe, in like the enemy spawns and stuff, but yeah, you go through the stages and then you fight the final boss, and then you win the game. It's not really roguelike; it's more a bit more traditional arcade feel. We'll start at stage 1, just go through. We should have a pretty good run because we have really strong weapons for this part of the game. I'll run the shotgun and actually save our light ammo. There's 3 different ammo types over here: light ammo, medium ammo, and heavy ammo. And different weapons use those ammo types. It's not necessarily that you start with light weapons use light ammo, then go on to medium ammo, and then heavy ammo weapons, but they're not strictly better than one another. Like, I have this high mag, which is a powerful light ammo weapon with 100 bullets and fires pretty rapidly. And even though it uses light ammo, it's one of the stronger weapons I've come across. There are a variety of weapons. I haven't seen anything too crazy. It is open source, so if you want like some crazy weapons, you probably find people that have made crazy weapons. But for the most part, I've seen it's just shotguns, assault rifles, snipers, a variety of pistols, this high capacity SMG, that kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy. Also, press F, throw a bomb. You have your grenades, do lots of damage. You get one important thing that I haven't mentioned is that you have your dashes, controls, you can sprint, little stamina bar down there as well as your shield and your health, but you also can aim your weapon. So aim, you move slower, but you have better accuracy. Actually, move on to show you the other benefit of aiming. Is that if we find an enemy, there's some dogs around here. Let's see if I can show you on them. If we aim at them, we see the laser's red. When it goes white, that means we're aiming at their weak spot, that we can get a critical hit on them. You do bonus damage, and you get a little extra money for the precision kill. Of course, you can. Already showed you a melee attack. It's pretty effective against these dogs, because obviously they're not shooting you. And you're killing ducks. For some reason, they're space ducks. Like, that's your primary enemy, are space ducks. For whatever reason that is. But, yeah, it's the Duckin Dynasty, I believe. It's a joke. References. Aren't they funny? And then you run through and you just collect your money, you kill everyone. You find new weapons, but like I said, the weapons are mostly just the base game, not talking about any open source modifications or anything. But the weapons you find in the base game, they're not exciting. You're not finding a disc gun or anything like you would in Nuclear Throne, and you're also not getting that much stronger through the run. You find some better weapons. So if you start the game, you're very weak and you have like a pistol and don't have any other relics active. But once you get the relics and a couple of good weapons to start with, then you don't really get any stronger. You don't level up, you don't get random benefits from leveling up, you don't find crazy weapons. At least I haven't found crazy weapons, unless there's a ton of weapons I haven't found. Here's what I mean in the shop, we already bought the stuff, so now it's free in the shop, so that's pretty cool. There's not a sense of progression within the run, for sure. Even if you do find a better weapon, you still don't feel like you're really progressed. Like, it's cool to find another weapon, but does it feel like, oh, I'm stronger now, I found this weapon, I chose this weapon over this weapon, it's just like, oh, I found this weapon, it's better than the other weapons, so I'm taking it. Now, that's a huge deal, because I'm really about the feel of the combat, and it feels pretty good, smooth. I really like the aiming mechanic, you have the dashes and the dodges, which are a little hard to use to actually get out of dodge, like get out of trouble, if you are in actual trouble. Bombs are satisfying, as you can see. That felt pretty good. It does get kind of hard. Later levels get pretty hard. You get a lot of enemies with a lot of big guns shooting you a lot, which I guess is kind of the point of having the increased shield and health. And it kind of feels like you need the relics to actually like make it through the game, which I doubt is true. If you're slow and careful, I'm sure that you do fine. It's entirely possible, but it does feel like a huge difference between not having any of these relics and having the relics, especially when it's just how quickly you die. There's a huge change in how tough you are. It doesn't feel that good. Oh, hello bombs. The enemies can also throw grenades. Many of them have their own shields. Alright, I have to use our high capacity just to get these guys out of the way. The high capacity is super good, what do I say? Good weapon, glad I have it. Get all this bonus money. The relics, one thing about the relics, which hopefully we'll see in this run. Well, we'll see. There's like a mini game for finding the relics, which is like terrible, and hopefully we'll see it so I can criticize it, because it's just awful. I don't know why it's in the game, but it's there. Sometimes happens when you try to leave when you complete the level. Like I said, most of these levels aren't. Oh, and also some cool tactical stuff, so you can break open. I should have showed you this earlier. You can break open this dog cage, or release the dogs. Wow, they bit me way more than expected. And if there are enemies around, if there are the ducks, they'll attack the ducks. The ducks and the weird flying gnat things we'll see soon, and the dogs are all not friends. They're all enemies to you, but they also are enemies to each other. Which adds a little bit more tactical, depth. There's cover that gets destroyed. You see that we can hide behind, so I'm getting hurt, so we hide behind this cover. And it's destructible, so they're going to be trying to take it down, get around the cover to flank me. Hide to reload to get my shield recharged, and then we kill them all. So there's definitely tactical options in thought. It's not exactly XCOM, but you still have to worry about cover, and you have grenades over cover, dash out, use a weapon. We took way too much damage in that fight, by the way. We have kind of low health now. It's gonna be a big concern. You have to reload. That's a big thing, especially because I play so much Nuclear Throne. I think this has some. This can be compared to Nuclear Throne in some ways, right? Just looking at it, the kind of twin stick shooter feel. And running around picking up weapons and being very hectic. Nuclear Throne's what I compare it to most in my head, just because it feels most familiar. We can buy a new gun. What is this, an assault rifle? This isn't an assault rifle. I'm going to start with assault rifle. It's a heavy ammo weapon. Which I would just trade out for the sniper once we find it, because sniper rifle's super good. There's those little gnats I was talking about. But yeah, it doesn't have the... get out of here. Take all you guys out. Forget the comparison I was making with Nuclear Throne just now. Oh yeah, the reloading. Nuclear Throne, you don't reload, you just have your weapons, and there's like a delay. The reload time is just a delay, like rate of fire delay. The attack delay. In this one, you actually have to stop and reload your gun, which could be like a bit of a surprise, especially early on. If you aren't quite good at keeping track of your ammo, or see the enemies fighting each other. Aren't quite good at keeping track of your ammo, or used to the reloading mechanic, you can suddenly be standing in front of a bunch of ducks, and suddenly you need to reload, which isn't necessarily criticism of the game. That's how it works. You have to get used to it if you're not used to playing this kind of game. That actually has a reload mechanic, and of course you can always melee save ammo. You usually don't have too much trouble with the ammo. Kind of depends on what weapon I've come across, but even if you do run out of ammo, it's not like Nuclear Throne. You run out of ammo in Nuclear Throne. I started making a lot of comparisons to Nuclear Throne, but if you run out of ammo in Nuclear Throne, it's like, oh, that's GG. You're unlikely to have a way to defend yourself unless you have a melee weapon or gamma guts or something. This one, you always have you have grenades and you always have your melee attack, so you never feel defenseless. You get plenty. The bounties feel good, and you get bonuses for combos and precision kills and all that. So you get more points for the currency, which is pretty nice. What's an assault rifle, not a machine gun? Obviously. Can't believe I just now noticed. Been too busy yapping. Didn't realize it's the wrong kind of gun. Let's accidentally switch it out without realizing it. It should be, I think it's stage 2 we're on now. There's only, like I said, there's only 4 stages. The fourth stage may very well be the boss fight, or mostly the boss fight. That was an awesome grenade, by the way. That was a really satisfying grenade to toss. One weird thing I noticed about the guns, the medium weapons don't seem that great. The heavy weapons do a lot. Oh, don't kill me. Heavy weapons do a lot of damage, and would say not all of them fire quickly, but the heavy weapons is pretty good. They do good damage and fire quickly, or long range, or rockets, or whatever. They're good weapons. Light weapons a little more spammy. The medium weapons kind of fall in between and don't end up being that useful. Like shotgun, you have to does good damage. You have to get really close, and then at least you're vulnerable. There's a heavy pistol, but doesn't fire that quickly, and still just does mediocre damage, and has a big clips on machine gun. I'll take a machine gun over the assault rifle. So to me, personally, the medium guns seem kind of like fall out compared to the light guns and the heavy guns, but it also might be due to character. Like I said, I haven't unlocked a new character yet. I've beaten the game, did a whole bunch of runs, played the game for like 4 hours, beaten the game, and haven't unlocked a character. This character unlocks are a little more specific. I wish there were at least like 1 or 2 characters that you can incidentally unlock. And also all the weapons, the enemies drop weapons, and the weapons always have a full clip, so if you are having a ammo issue, you can just pick up the weapon instead of reloading your own, which is like a neat trick. Like, got some free bullets just by switching out a machine gun there. You take off. And your health, ooh, what is this? Oh, it's part of artifacts. This is one way you can acquire artifacts, you just buy them, so let's buy it. New relic unlocked. Go see what that is next run. You can't change relics in the middle of a run. There's our sniper rifle, so I'll definitely take that, because that thing is amazing. And health kits are pretty important. They don't show up terribly often. Like, it's quite possible to take a bunch of damage. Oh, goodness, we got blown up. Seems like there's a good chance. Oh, we got sniped. Oh, I didn't even see the sniper. It's not quite as punishing as something like nuclear throwing, because you have a decent amount of health plus shields. But if you get caught with a bunch of bullets and then run to more guys, like, it's over. So, yeah, these are the characters. Looks like there's 3 more. Sort of there's 4 in the main menu, but maybe 1 appears over there. Buy all checkpoints. Beat the game without using checkpoints. And get $8,000. $80,000. Which, the checkpoints, so you can see you can spawn in multiple stages. Stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 is being the boss, I presume. Which you have to use your money for. So beat the game without using it, so like we're trying to start at stage 1 and go through. Which probably could have done. You're pretty strong when you start with all the equipment. And once you figure out the final boss, it's not that difficult. Little tedious, though. Buy all checkpoints just costs a lot of money, and getting 80,000, that's also just a lot of money. So it's mostly just grinding for money to unlock the characters. They can change that. I feel like that's not the best way to do character unlocks, just grind for stuff. Now we can start with the assault rifle and our high magazine, so you have a better chance of winning, a bunch of ammo. What's this new? The Midnight Beer, extra damage. Wow, okay. Well, can we squeeze in another run? I mean, I've pretty much given my impression already, which is, I really enjoy it. There's a couple problems, like a couple things I don't like, but it's been made in like 3 months. So for a 3-month game, I'm super impressed. I think it's actually pretty fantastic. Let's take the extra damage. Double shield. Oh yeah, we had ammo regen last time, so we had no ammo problems. I did take it out, I put it back. Take it back. Double shield, extra damage, and regen ammo. Which does leave us a little more vulnerable in the health department, but extra damage, you know, fantastic. So, okay, we can do one more run real quick. Maybe I can... Actually, let's... Back to the ship. Let's restart this. Forget trying to beat it all from the beginning. Let's just start back in like the middle. So I don't have to go through the... You already seen the first few levels. Let's skip those. Extra damage, double shield, regen ammo. Got it. Skip stage 2. So we're not gonna get the character unlocked, but so that's my pistol. I didn't pick up the gun. I didn't pick up the assault rifle. Oh, I swear I picked up the assault rifle. Oh, I have an extra damage high mag now. Do have to, yeah, a lot less health though. Bit of a problem. Not a big deal. We'll just find like a sniper or something soon, regardless. Some of the enemies do a decent job trying to dodge the grenades when they walk right back in. The AI seems competent enough. Pretty simple, but it doesn't necessarily need to be complex. They shoot you and chase you down if you're riding around corners. Nothing impressive, nothing bad either. It works. It's functional. It's the best way to describe it. It's perfectly functional. And it feels pretty good murdering all these birds and then you smack them. 150, so 100. That extra damage relics seems to be doing pretty good job for us. Beat through these. Can't wait to get my sniper, to get the extra damage sniper rifle. Reload. Can I get this? Oh, there's also these exclamation blocks. You hit them, they go flying off and explode. Helpful for, you know, just hitting group enemies, like a little free grenade. You also use them a lot against the boss fight if we don't get to see that today. Which we might not be able to. It's a challenging enough game. It's not the hardest game ever, but it took me like 4 hours to beat it and a bunch of runs, especially because you start out weak and have to unlock the relics. Then even once you have the relics unlocked, you still get punished if you're not paying attention. So, reasonably challenging game. Need more ammo? Oh, it's ammo. I have the ammo regen, right? So it's really not too hungry for ammo, I guess. Sometimes the reload times, I mean, they're a little long. That's part of the game. You just have to. Like, that's my fault. You shouldn't complain about the game for me getting punished for reloading in the wrong time. Oh, you need to die. Didn't realize the shotgun wasn't dead yet. Pretty easy to kill a shotgun guys because they, you know, you just kite them down. But when you run into like a group of machine gunners, some snipers later in the game, that's when it really starts to get challenging. And sometimes levels get a little big and you have to run around and search for enemies, but usually not that bad. It doesn't take that long. Oh, hello. Oh, boy, I should be dead. We're okay. Definitely should not be alive right now. Alright, let's wait for him to either shoot again or get our shield back and just run in and murder him. Alright. A little scary, we're alright. Get free ammo. You can buy this pistol just for the sake of having it. Heavy pistol? Sure. Just for the sake of having that unlocked in our ship. For future generations. Oh, these things. This level. Yeah, see, the levels seem to have some randomness, but they're mostly consistent. So, it appears to be a combination of being consistent levels, having consistent elements, and also some randomness. Unless they're completely consistent, I'm just not noticing, which is possible. Completely possible. So, take you guys out with Heavy Pistol. Heavy Pistol, I do believe, does pierce. It has some usage there. I seem to just personally prefer the medium and light weapons. Or the light and heavy weapons, not medium weapons. Sprint around here. Can I just kill us the enemies here? There you are. Yeah, hide from me, doggies. Feel a little sad killing rabid dogs, but it's part of the game. And it's a pretty decent, pretty good art style. Cute. Tells what needs to be told quickly, simple. It's effective. Can I break through here? Thank you. Is that it? Oh, relic. Alright, good. This is a minigame I wanted to show you, because the minigame is awful. We have a relic in this level. To find it, we have to walk around and press the E key until we find it. It is annoying. It's an annoying waste of time. It can be anywhere in level. There we go. We got close. We're super close. There we go. I found it. We dig it up. It's annoying. Sometimes you just walk around the whole level trying to find the relic, and there's like you want to find the relic, of course. You have to do it to find the relic to the relic unlocked. But man, I wish it would just give it to you instead of making you do that stupid minigame. It feels like a punishment. It shouldn't be a punishment. That's probably my biggest complaint about this game. Just that one little minigame is terrible. I destroyed. Oh my goodness! Destroyed all those things. That grenade. I mean, all this money. Yes. Yeah, probably one of my biggest complaints about a free-to-play game made in 3 months. It's really great, but man, that satisfying little like shooter thing. But that minigame, I don't even see the point of it existing. Yeah, the aiming is good. The murdering all these guys, fine. Hit him. Punch all of them. Yeah, be careful, because apparently you can only hit one enemy at a time with your melee. So if we get in there too deep trying to like get them all to kill their melee, it's not gonna work out. Bombs are full. We only carry 5 bombs. Oh, okay, I had a relic. That increased our ammo capacity, because that counts for the bombs too, so we can carry 10 bombs. Pretty good. Oh, another relic. Oh good, this minigame again. Come on, are you gonna any second now? This minigame is such garbage. I have to get the relic though. There's been a couple times I didn't mean to pick that up. There's been a handful of times where I'm tempted just to leave. I don't want the relic. I'm just leaving. It's not worth it. There, I found it. Finding it in a pretty decent time, but sometimes it takes forever to get it. Waste that bomb because we had to leave anyway. Could pick up that bomb. Where are we? Stage 3-3. All right, almost at stage 4. Is that the boss? Like, I'm not sure if stage 4 is the boss. Well, the boss is on stage 4, but I don't remember if it's just. Oh, excuse me, pardon. I don't remember if it's just the boss there or not. If there's anyone else. Got the shielders. Instead of reloading, pick up his machine gun and keep shooting. A little tactical nuance there. Game's pretty for the arcadey combat. It has the combat's nice balance, like arcadey, but also tactical, which I was enjoying during my time in this game. I've beaten it, and don't feel terribly compelled to unlock the other characters. There's no reason I wish the characters were unlocked, because I've beaten the game and had fun with it, but I wish there was... I don't feel compelled to really unlock the characters. I didn't get to spend very much time with them, so I kind of wish they were okay. Kind of wish there were a little more forgiving unlocks for those. I took a bunch of damage there. That's no good. Should be a little more patient, wait for our shields to recharge. You guys are not taking a lot of damage. Alright, we're alright. Took a little bit of damage. We'll be okay. Is there a health kit around? I don't see one. I also don't feel like looking for one, so we'll just take off. I don't know what that weapon is. That might be a fancy weapon. That 4200 weapon, because I don't remember ever seeing that. It might be a... I don't think that's the heavy pistol. Doesn't look like the heavy pistol. We already bought the heavy pistol, didn't we? Might be like a Magnum pistol deal, but... ammo's full. Like I said, I don't remember seeing it anywhere. This might be like a shop-specific weapon, which I also haven't seen any others of. Give me your sniper. Yeah, the sniper rifle's good. Ooh, us getting destroyed though is not good. Oh, the sniper again, the same guy in the same level, which I didn't have any trouble with that earlier. Mostly because I got a sniper early on, they just counter-sniped them, it's really easy. But that is Relic Hunters Zero. A pretty fun little game. Did I get another relic? Just real quick, I'm going to go through Pinky. Punch our way there. Can I just start, please? I just want to check. Something. Shield regeneration. We did get something new. Sorry, we're only one relic away. We have full relics, but still not getting character unlocks. But that's Relic Hunters Zero. It's a fun little free-to-play arcade, tactical, action, combat game. It's worth a check out, especially if you're into anything like nuclear throne, twin-stick shooter kind of style. It's definitely worth a look. A little... At the beginning, we don't have any relics or weapons or anything. It feels a little frustrating, because it's not like a roguelike. You have a specific objective and levels to get through, and we just start out intentionally weaker than you should be. Just be a little frustrating, but you know, introduce you slowly into the combat, and you can appreciate some of the tactical options before just like running in OP and then wrecking everything. So I guess I can understand design-wise what they do. They give you this bit of a sense of progression, even though you don't get characters, which is very annoying. You don't have much progression in the runs, but yeah, I don't have that much bad to say about the game. It is, for a free-to-play game, it's definitely worth a look, I think, if you're into any kind of action arcade kind of game. So anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like, enjoy the video, subscribe for Thanks for watching. Leave a like, enjoy the video, subscribe for more fun. Twitch, like is an ideal, and I'll see you next time.